Hello out there. My name is Mark Ainley from GC Realty and Development. We're a property manager that services Chicago and Chicago suburbs in Illinois. You're here today because you're looking into a property manager. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is what you should be looking for in a good property manager. The list can go on 15, 20 items, but I wanted to cover 5 important items that you really want to make sure that you are screening for in your interview and hiring process of a property manager. First, I want to talk to you about keeping your property occupied. One of the main functions of a property manager is to lease out your unit, maintain a paying tenant in there. Note I say paying tenant, that's always very important. A property manager should be able to rent your place out in a matter of a few weeks, so long as the place shows well and is priced right. So you want to make sure that you have a company that has strong marketing. You can look them up and see their other rentals and see how much exposure they have on the internet, how much you can ask them what their average time to rent a home is. You can talk to them about the condition of the home that they're expecting. These are all important questions to have ahead of time because every day the place is vacant, you're losing money. So make sure you have a company that's got a strong marketing plan and leasing in place. Number 2, you want to have a management company that has a good screening process. Screening and selecting the right tenant and going forward for the next year, 2 years, 3 years with the right tenant is the difference between having a good relationship with your property manager and a bumpy one. So make sure that the property management company that you hire has a strong screening process. There's a lot of information that's available out there on the internet and public records nowadays that gives you the ability to make sure the screening is adequate. Most horrible stories, nightmare stories, we all hear about nightmare tenants. They had applications or they had information that should have been raised red flags in the beginning, and make sure you have a property manager that's going to be looking and seeking out those red flags. Number 3, you want to make sure you have a maintenance department that is in-house. Maintenance is not always something as a result of a bad tenant. Maintenance comes up in the form of routine maintenance, preventive maintenance, and then sometimes just things do break and they have to be addressed. You want to make sure your company has a in-house maintenance staff that is going to be able to react at an affordable price on issues that come up. Reacting to maintenance is also a customer service aspect of property management where that keeps a happy tenant if issues are addressed promptly and right away. The other part to having in-house maintenance is also keeping costs down. Most times you could go on Angie's List or somewhere else and find a vendor, but the rate per hour is going to be considerably more for one-off type high rates like that. An in-house maintenance company, you should expect to save you money in the long run. Number 4, transparency. Transparency is probably one of the bigger things that you want to make sure that you're expecting from whatever company that you do hire. Transparency comes in the form of communicating about tenant issues, about the screening process, about ongoing bills, maintenance that maybe wasn't expected but came up and now it has to be dealt with. Nowadays, between text messaging, email, instant messaging, Facebook, there's no reason a property management company can't communicate with their owners or tenants. So make sure, ask whoever you're hiring or interviewing about how they communicate with their tenants and their owners. Number 5, you want to make sure that your company you're hiring has a good reputation. Nowadays, with so much information online, so much information on social media, you can definitely get a good grasp of what type of reputation the company you're about to hire has. There's always going to be reviews on there for maybe an angry tenant, disgruntled tenant, maybe they were even in the wrong and they still posted something. But once you go through the various sources such as Yelp and go through reviews, you'll be able to get a good sense of what type of company you're about to hire. You look for various consistency. If 12 people are posting and they don't communicate well, there's a good chance they probably don't communicate well. So looking for those type of red flags in reviews in the form of a company's reputation is important. Again, my name is Mark Ainley, and this is from GC Realty Development, and those are the 5 things you should be looking for when hiring a property manager.